God is looking for people of integrity.
Yes.
And we want to show you a testimony right now of a young man that came up in our church, that went on in business and finally became a pastor, who he walked in integrity one day, and that one action of integrity changed his life forever. Take a look, and Gloria and I will be right back.
My name is DaVon Alexander, and I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. Well, I'm married to Stacy Alexander. We've been married for 7 years, and we have 3 children. And we moved from California to be here at Kenneth Copeland Ministries. And in 1997, I started working for KCM as an electrician assistant. And I worked in partner service and distribution, and I also worked for Eagle Mountain as the junior high youth minister at Eagle Mountain. And from working here at Kenneth Copeland Ministries, I had started out in a bakery, a minimum wage job. I was wondering, why did I move to Charlotte, North Carolina? I didn't move to Charlotte to work at a bakery. It was the only job that was offered, and so here I am. My boss is 18 years old. She's yelling at me all the time. And I did not like working at that bakery. But I will say this, it wasn't until I got my attitude right. I had a bad attitude when I first started working there. And at some point, I had a conversation with the Lord, and I said, Lord, if this is what you want me to do forever, I will do this forever with a good attitude. Right after that, I kid you not, right after my attitude shifted, I got an opportunity to work at a Fortune 500 company. They're a big bank, and it was an entry-level position, making $28,500. I began to work at this company, and they had a rule there that you had to work in your position for at least a year before you can post to another position. And so I enjoyed that entry-level position, but I would take breaks and walk around outside. And one day I found a wallet just laying on a bench outside, and I looked at it, opened it up. Obviously, I didn't know who the person was, but there was money in it. So I grabbed the wallet and I went back inside. As I jumped in the elevator was pretty full. There were people in the elevator. We go up to the top floors where I worked, and I got off and dropped the wallet off at the security desk. And little did I know, I got back to my desk, and all of a sudden, all my managers within 20 minutes were at my desk, patting me on the back, supervisors, just saying, great job, what integrity you have, what character you have. And I'm like, what are you guys talking about? They're like, oh, you found that wallet and you turned it in. And I'm like, how in the world did you know that? And they're like, well, on the elevator with you was a manager of another department, and he observed you turning the wallet in, and he saw it, he found out who you were, he emailed us, and we wanted to pat you on the back and commend you for turning that wallet in. You turned it in with money. Man, that's integrity and character. You're the type of person we're looking for. Well, that's about 3-4 months of me working there that happened. Didn't think too much about it. Well, a couple of months later, they gave us an opportunity to post for another position before the year was up. And I interviewed for it. I did not get the position. They told me that the timing wasn't right, I wasn't ready for it, and so they declined me receiving that position. So I go back to work and in my entry-level job, and little did I know that 48 hours later, I get a phone call from the man that interviewed me saying, listen, we want to offer you the job. We don't want to interview you again. If you want the job, you can take it right now. And I thought, well, yes, I want the job, but what happened? They said, well, the manager of this department is the guy that saw you find the wallet, turn it in, and give it to the security desk with money in it. And he said, if this guy is on our team, I can train him. We want guys on our team with integrity and character. We can train him, so we've got to offer him the position. Within a year, my salary doubled working in this position. And so I did not think that promotion was gonna happen because I turned that wallet in. It was just integrity and character through the teaching that I learned, and to see Pastor George, Pastor Terry, the Copelands live the word was a blessing to me as well. So I would say I put an emphasis on the word being taught, the word of prosperity, the word of increase, just impacted my life, where now I believe it's taken me to places that I'd never dreamed of before. There was another opportunity for a job that came up, and so I went for that job. And what's funny about this particular job was they were asking me questions in the interview process. I had no idea what they were asking me. There were times I had to stop and say, listen, I don't understand the question. Can you rephrase the question? And I'm thinking, man, I'm bombing this interview. But little did I know that they offered me the job 3 days later. And so in a short period of time, I make $120,000, starting out at $28,500 3 years prior. And God's blessing was on me, his favor. And so my advice would be faithful in wherever you are right now. Do it to the best of your ability. Do it because it's right and do it right, and God will promote that.